Wild times.
Researchers from the Ecology Society of America have released a paper detailing a strange new animal behavior they've witnessed, and it's an animal we talk a lot about on this podcast, the octopus.
Oh, yes, I did see this. This is great.
They have witnessed several instances of octopus punching fish. Not like swatting at them, punching them. Like they look like Anderson Silva. Like it's a good, solid, long-armed punch. Punching fish right in the face.
Dicks. Maybe they're training. Maybe they're starting their own UFC. They're very smart.
So
for those on YouTube, I think Will may pull up a little clip. But go ahead, Forrest.
I like this video, and it's funny. I know that it's like this big thing, and it's got this catchy title about octopuses being angry and punching fish. But I don't see it as abnormal behavior at all. What I see is an octopus that's out cruising. It's being defensive. In later on in the video, there's a couple goatfish that have their little barbels digging around in the sand right in front of the octopus. And he's just like, just get out of my way. I'm cruising through here. I think what the octopus is doing is very clearly not acting like prey, right? He's asserting some aggression. See that? The fish gets close. Yeah. He's like, screw
throws him a
you,
jab.
man. But look, the fish is looking right at him. Like, the researchers are saying there's no direct conflict between the animals. And that might be true, but I think what the octopus is doing is it's completely vulnerable, right? An octopus, the way that they hide themselves is by camouflage. It's by tucking into crevices and caves. In this video, they're just out cruising around. But if these fish are coming to investigate them, kicking over dirt and rocks and coral reef, and he's just like, look, get out of my way. Like, I'm not to be messed with. If you're going to take a nibble at me, I mean, he's a walking piece of calamari. Anybody's going to come over and take a nibble, and he's just he's just throwing haymakers to let you know that you don't want to come too close.
When you're drunk,
off, he says.
When you're drunk uncle at the Christmas gathering, when you're a little kid, especially if you're a little boy, and you're around 5 years old, everyone has that drunk uncle who teaches them how to throw a punch.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
The drunkle sucker punch.
One thing that they tell you, the drunkle sucker punch.
Trademark.
You got to snap the jab, right? You snap the jab. You don't just kind of throw this big heavy thing. You snap it. The cool thing is this octopus, man, he is lightning. He's fucking lightning fast. Oh, yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love
Pat, are you the drunkle now?
For sure.
I mean, you're talking about this like it's in the third person, but this is you now, right?
I have 5 nieces and nephews. But the one nephew is like 2, the other one's like 15. I've bought him punching bags.
Nice.
I bought him a BB gun.
The
BB
2-year-old?
pistol.
Good.
No, the 15-year-old. I bought him MMA classes, MMA shin pads.
Damn.
This year I just sent him a bunch of protein powder and creatine.
Great.
Great. I'm clearly like...
You're that uncle.
Yeah, I'm the favorite uncle. Yeah,
the
exactly.
drunkle.
Nice.
Yeah.
The drunkle.
Yeah, that's great.
Drunkle Pat.
Drunkle Pat. That is good. Everybody needs a drunkle Pat. That is good. What'd you guys...
So, Forrest, do you think these researchers got a little ahead of themselves? Do you think this behavior's maybe not as cool as what they're saying?
I think it's a little sensationalized. I'm not saying... I haven't actually read the paper. I've only seen the YouTube video. The paper might not be sensationalized at all, but the whole, octopuses are angry. Octopuses just punch fish for the hell of it. Like some of those headlines that are floating around.
Right.
Look, I mean, we make TV for a living. We've all been sensational. Like I get it, right? I think that the way that this is being presented is definitely over sensational. I think what you have is, you have an octopus moving across the ocean floor, fish that are investigating, and an octopus using its best defense mechanism to not attack and try and kill the fish, but just say, hey, get out of my way. I'm cruising through here. I know you're not a direct threat to me, but I'm also letting you know I'm not prey. And it's a very understandable behavior from an intelligent creature like an octopus.
Makes sense.
Let me ask you this. I've seen a few videos. Maybe Will could pull one up while we're talking about it. For those listening on iTunes, we also do a YouTube. It's real fun.
That's right.
We show videos and pictures. Daily videos, 5 days a week. But, so Forrest, have you ever seen this where a scuba diver gets an octopus stuck around their face and their mask?
Oh, yeah. I've had it happen.
Holy shit. Okay. Dude, I've seen a couple of these videos where people are struggling and you can tell that their breather comes out and they cannot get the octopus off. So for all the brosners, I'd like to know, what is the protocol to get an octopus that's stuck to your head off you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Very common
So I've never
scenario.
had
Very
one
common.
glued to my face like that. And I have seen that, exactly what you're talking about, where they pull regulators out, they pull your mask off your face, everything. And I've seen those videos. I've had them sucked to my chest, sucked to my arm, a couple different things. Looks like
What about down your pants?
no, because I'm wearing a wetsuit, dummy.
Okay. You know,
But
unzip
see,
a little
now
bit, put 'em
here's
in
what's
there.
interesting. And here might be why I've never had this experience. This diver is pointing out a giant Pacific octopus, right? These octopus that get absolutely huge. They're the octopus that are famous for climbing out of their tanks and climbing back in secret. They get to be like 12 feet long. I mean, absolutely enormous. But so octopus are extremely tactile, right? And what I mean by that is they like to touch everything. And you can see it here. This diver reaches out his arm. This octopus just starts touching. And they're inquisitive and they're intelligent. These are all things we've discussed. Would I do exactly what this diver is doing? 100%. I'd be like, hey, little guy, go for the tickle. And before you know it, you have 8 of these, 5-foot long arms wrapping around you. And the octopus is curious and it's going to touch things and mess with them and pull out the rebreather or the regulator and mess with the mask. What you're seeing here is not an aggressive defensive behavior. Like their defense is to run away. It's not to try and choke you. This is just like, I'm inquisitive. I'm going to see what you are. I'm going to mess around. Now, what do you do in this situation? What this diver is doing, if you're listening on iTunes, come and check it out on YouTube, is exactly what he should be doing. He's just staying super calm, right? He's letting the octopus feel his face. He's letting it mess with all the stuff. Thankfully, he's got a buddy diver and someone filming. So there's a whole bunch of them underwater. But, what happens is you get into a situation like this, then you startle the animal, right? The bubbles, you jerk backwards, you swat at it, whatever. And then it goes, oh shit, and kind of like clamps down. And that's when you have a problem. The question that you asked.
Right.
Well, let me let me interject. So for a Pacific octopus like the one that's on the video we're showing right now, that's fucking killing this scuba diver,
Slowly suffocating him.
So each arm has about 240 of those suckers, right? Those suction cups. So each arm has 240 of these, and each sucker it can hold a 30-pound weight.
And each one has a little beak, a little sharp beak in it. Like imagine a bird's beak inside of each sucker.
No shit.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yep.
So let's just do some quick math here, guys. 30 pounds times 240, that's 7,200 pounds of suction with each arm.
Yeah. Right. So you're not able to do it much, right? So keeping calm is the option. You start swatting at it, stabbing it, poking at it, anything. You're not going to win. I mean, Patrick, you asked, what do you do? Stay calm. The octopus doesn't want to hurt you. It doesn't think you're food. If you start freaking out and it starts to literally try and rip your mask off or your regulator out, you're going to lose. These things get, like I said, 9 feet long, 8 arms, what did you say? 20 pounds, 30 pounds of suction in each suction cup. You're not going to win. Yeah, they are way too nimble and agile and just have too many limbs for our little human brains with 2 hands to fight one of these things underwater. You're just not going to win.
Man versus octopus. Octopus.
Wild times.
So if you want more behind the scenes stuff that we cannot show on YouTube, Darwin Awards, video breakdowns and reviews, check out the Patreon. It's full of hours and hours of incredible exclusive content, stuff that you guys are going to love. Swipe up, click the link, do the thing, come and hang out on Patreon. See you guys there.